Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're digging into a 3D printer that's making some serious waves. The Creality K2 Plus Combo.
Yeah, it's got a lot of buzz around it.
Exactly. Is it really the next big thing in high-end but still sort of accessible 3D printing? Or is there more to the story?
Well, that's what we're here to figure out, right?
Our mission today is to look at those shiny features, sure, but also dive into what users are actually saying, the technical reviews, basically give you the full picture.
It's definitely ambitious. Creality's aiming for those top-tier specs, but at a price that really catches your eye.
It does.
But, pushing boundaries like that always comes with nuances, things you don't see just on the spec sheet.
Okay, so let's start with the stuff that makes you go, wow. First off, the size. This thing is huge.
Oh, yeah.
We're talking a 350 by 350 by 350 millimeter build volume.
Which is massive.
Yeah.
Like full-size helmets for cosplay, big functional parts, all in one go.
And it's fast, like up to 600 millimeters per second speed, plus crazy acceleration to get it there.
Yeah, 30,000 millimeters, so it doesn't hang about.
So with that size and speed, you need it to handle serious materials, right?
Exactly, and it seems set up for that. It's got an actively heated chamber. It goes up to 60 Celsius.
Okay.
And the nozzle gets hot too, up to 350 C.
Which means?
Which means you can print those more demanding engineering filaments, stuff like ABS, ASA, even PACF, nylon carbon fiber.
Stuff that usually warps like crazy on other machines.
Pretty much. That heated chamber is key. It opens it up beyond just PLA or PTG, definitely into more pro territory.
And then there's the color aspect, the Creality Filament System, the CFS.
Right, the multicolor, multi-material unit starts with 4 colors.
But you can expand it?
Yep, potentially up to 16 filaments.
Yeah.
That's a lot of options. Huge creative potential there.
Okay, so big, fast, versatile materials, loads of colors. What about the smarts automation?
It's got some neat stuff there too, like dual AI cameras.
For what?
Remote monitoring, obviously, but also things like detecting print failures automatically, and supposedly real-time nozzle calibration.
Okay.
Plus, it uses closed-loop motors, which means more precision, less skipped steps, and active belt tensioning.
Oh, that's nice. No manual fiddling with belts all the time.
Exactly. Helps keep that print quality consistent over long prints.
So on paper, it sounds incredible. Almost too good to be true for the price point.
And that's where we need to, unpack the realities a bit.
Let's talk about that multicolor system again. 16 filaments sounds amazing, but there's a catch.
A pretty big one, actually. It's the waste. Because it uses a single nozzle, every time it changes color, it has to purge the old filament.
Okay, that makes sense. But how much waste are we talking?
Well, one review pointed out a specific print used about 83 grams of filament for the actual object.
Right.
But it generated, but wait for it,
Yeah.
350 grams of waste just from the purging.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's more than 4 times the material and waste.
Yeah. So environmentally, not great. And cost-wise, that adds up really fast. Suddenly, those multicolored prints get very expensive.
That's a serious trade-off. Okay, what else? Ease of use. Is it plug and play?
The hardware setup is apparently pretty straightforward, but it's probably not the best choice for a total beginner.
Why not?
You should expect a learning curve. You might need to do some manual calibration, maybe mess with the software settings, troubleshoot things. It's not quite appliance level simple yet.
Gotcha. And you mentioned user reports earlier. What's the general vibe there? Does it match the initial hype?
It's mixed. Some people love it, sure, but there are quite a few reports describing what sounds like a quality control lottery. Meaning things like printers arriving with defects right out of the box, maybe shipping damage, or components failing pretty quickly.
Like what sort of components?
Often mentions of the CFS control boards or sensors acting up.
Yeah.
Those kinds of electronic gremlins.
Okay. So reliability might be a bit hit or miss. What about the software side? You mentioned the hardware is advanced.
Right, but the software, the Creality OS, the Creality Print Slicer, it often gets described as, well, less mature.
Less mature
than competitors like Bambu Lab or Prusa. Users say it can be less polished, maybe less stable, not quite as intuitive to use. The hardware might be ahead of the software ecosystem supporting it.
And there's also some history with Creality software practices, isn't there?
Yeah, that does come up in some discussions. There have been past issues around GPL compliance, basically, using open source code correctly. And there was that lawsuit in 2022 alleging plagiarism.
So for some users, that might raise concerns about what long-term support, trust?
Potentially, yeah. It's part of the background information you have to consider.
Okay, so putting it all together, where does this leave the K2 Plus combo in the market? Price-wise, it's about $1,300, right?
Roughly, yeah. The discounted price puts it head-to-head with something like the Bambu Lab X1 Carbon Combo.
Which is known for being pretty polished, especially the software.
Exactly. And it makes the K2 Plus look like a much more affordable way to get that huge build volume compared to, say, a Prusa XL, which is way more expensive.
So who is this printer actually for?
It seems squarely aimed at the prosumer, the advanced hobbyist, maybe a small business, someone who really needs that massive build size and the ability to print those engineering materials.
And crucially.
And crucially, someone who is technically savvy enough and willing to potentially troubleshoot issues, fiddle with settings, and maybe deal with some of those QC inconsistencies.
Gets a high bang for buck score in some reviews, like a 9 out of 10. But there's a big asterisk there.
A very big asterisk. That value proposition really depends on you, the user. If that giant volume is your absolute priority and you're okay with the potential extra effort.
And the cost of filament waste if you do lots of multicolor.
Right. Then maybe it is great value, but that true cost includes your time, potential frustration, and those ongoing running costs.
So, to wrap it up, the Creality K2 Plus Combo. It's packed with incredible features, offers amazing potential on paper, especially for the price.
Huge volume, high speed, advanced materials, multicolor. The list is impressive.
But you absolutely have to weigh that against the real-world reports. Potential quality issues, software that's still evolving, and that surprisingly high cost for multicolor prints because of the waste.
It forces you to ask a critical question, doesn't it? When you look at a machine like this, is the price tag the real cost?
Or do you need to factor in your own time, your patience, maybe extra filament costs to figure out if it's truly the right value for you and what you need to do?
Exactly. That's the calculation everyone needs to make for themselves. It's not just about the specs.